Hey, this is DKDude7, and I'm going to be doing a comparison between Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD and the original on the GameCube. One's obviously for the Wii U. So here's just the title screen giving you kind of a basic idea. So the first thing I did here is I took the boats from their two different locations, because I had to come out of the last dungeon, final boss dungeon for the GameCube version. Took me a bit. But so I was taking them, I'm taking to Outset Island, and I'm going to sail to Windfall Island. And so, you know, I was doing the warping song of What's-a-Mahoozits. So, you know, they're both here. You can see a difference. It is a different time of day for both of them, but the GameCube version has a very blue ocean. The Wii U is more of kind of a muddy gray. Now, as you notice, I never had to look at a map on the Wii U version, but on the GameCube version, I was looking at a map for a minute there. And also, in the Wii U build, I am using the fast sail. That's the comparison here, actually. The normal sail... I have more hearts in the GameCube version. Anyway, normal sail, you know, obviously a little bit slower. You have to direct the wind, and it might be a little bit faster if you actually get the wind behind you at all times. I just happened to be going the right direction, so I didn't have to bother with that. The fast sail, in the Wii U version, gives you the ability to always have the wind behind you, and it makes you sail a little bit faster. Not exactly sure why, but it does. Now, if you look at the Wii U version, and I should have changed the items around, but I didn't. Oh well. If you look at the Wii U version, I have the bow and arrow, hook shot, and bombs on my Y, X, and R buttons. ZR is jump, A is to switch to normal sail, and B is to put away. But if you look at the GameCube version, and this is, you know, I could have had different things, but the, let's see, because I don't actually pay attention. The Y button is my sail. The R, or Z button is my hook shot, which, that's the hook shot, the one on the Wii U is the grappling hook. Sorry, I got my terms confused. And X is my little Wind Waker baton. And, you know, R is jump and all that. B, actually, that's interesting. I just noticed this. B is to put away in the Wii U build, and for some reason B is still the sword. Also, you notice I check the map more frequently in the GameCube version, meaning I'm basically just trying to figure out where I'm going. Sorry, exhaled into the mic. But if you look at the arrows on the Wii U build, that's where my cannon / bombs, my claw thing, anyway, / grappling hook, and my little baton are, because in the Wii U build, those aren't used in, well, they're used, but, you know, that's what they're for. In the GameCube build, they are the compass, and which is the right arrow, and up is the map. Wii U is, you know, that isn't the case. So, which is actually nice, because then you don't have to worry about it. As you can see, I'm coming up on Windfall Island here, and I'll be putting away the sail. And I'm only at, well, I'm still a good ways away on the GameCube version. And I let the Wii U build run a little bit longer. Here, you can see I just picked up a bottle which has something to do with Miiverse. I'll touch on that later. So, I actually thought I cut earlier than that. Now, well. So as you can see, you know, as Link's just kind of wandering around at the moment, and I'm still switching to the map. I was pulling out the camera using the Wii U gamepad, and you can see you have the camera, and so yeah, and also Link can take selfies, and I'll again touch on that a little bit more in a minute once the GameCube version actually moves along far enough for me to get to that point, which is another like 30 seconds. So it takes about another 40 seconds or so to sail normally on the GameCube version than the Wii U version, which is interesting. So makes it a tad bit more difficult. So, Alright, now we're looking at Link taking, selfies, which is something you could not do in the GameCube version. I have a clip of that, but I'm also going to show you the Miiverse function, and also using your left joystick you can change Link's expression. I just went for kind of a normal expression in this case. And as you can see, I'm taking a picture of the above the doorway there. So, and basically I was deciding to have a little fun with that. I went into the thing, and then I'm going to jump to the gamepad, and I'll write my post. Basically what you do with these is you put them in bottles and let other players on the Wii U find this. And I was having a little bit of fun, just kind of thought of this on the fly. And yes, I can't type, but thought of, it kind of looked like that thing from Lord of the Rings, so I put that as my message in a bottle. So, and then you tap send, tap send. I don't know what I was looking at. And then, they tell you about spoilers and stuff. So some people don't want to see those type of things. You know how that is. So then that gets sent off to Miiverse, and Link takes the bottle and just kind of randomly chucks it. Oh yeah, and if you find this, let me know. I'd just be curious. I should have cut. Oh, I'm kind of just pointing out a little bit of, you have your save, your options, so you don't always have to pause. You have all your items, the various things. You have the bottles, those are the things you find from Miiverse. And stuff. Then you have your map, which is really nice because you have everything there. You have all your treasure charts. You can select the various locations, point those out. Again, pointing out the treasure charts, and it actually shows your location on the chart, which makes it really easy to find the various treasures. So, which is awesome. And as you can see, I have the Wii U, what's actually being shown on screen there. Now for the GameCube, you can, not take selfies, obviously. If you swap modes, like I'm going there, you can only save 3 pictures, and you can't do anything more with that. And the Tingle Tuner, I actually forget what that does, so I think it had something to do with treasures, nothing like the Miiverse, so yeah. Then, if you notice here, I'd show these songs, which in the GameCube version you basically had to have memorized, and in the Wii U build you don't actually have to know them. And then you of course have your off-TV play for the Wii U. But it's nice not having to remember the songs. Like here, I'll pull it out, and you notice the timer's already going, so you have to cycle that. But you also have to have the songs memorized, or you can go in here and try to remember them, which always a hassle. And you have all your items and stuff, but that's also how you have to save, and it's just a bit of a hassle. And yes, I decided to save. Don't know why I wasn't very careful in my editing. So you go from your off TV, and then I'll point out again, I'll jump in the boat and pull out my bombs so you can fire those. You have your grappling hook, and then you again have your music with all of them right there on the gamepad, which is really nice. And you also have the ability to grab any item, slide it in. I'll show something else nice about the map. To select the location. So I've already showed this, but whatever. But one thing you can do is you can select the little fish dude, and on the GameCube version, and I didn't edit this well. Oh well. I'm showing selecting the camera and the Tingle Tuner. But you can select the little fish guy in this. Like, I can't do it on Windfall because I actually never talked to the fish. And you can see Link which direction he is, and I'll make him run in a little circle here. You also see my boat, which direction it's facing. I don't know why you need to know that. See, as you move around, Link and the arrow moves, which is nice. But the little fish guy, instead of having to throw bait on the water every time you want to talk to him, you can actually just look it right up. So it's really nice. And those are some of the different features between the two games. Hope you liked it. See you later.